Hi guys, I really wanted to take some time to make a video and just kind of talk a little bit about all the big changes. I wanted to give just a little bit of time. I know it's a huge change, and so I really wanted to give a little bit of time to just let the information sink in and feel your feelings about it. And I just wanted to kind of share from my heart. This is one of the biggest decisions that I've ever made. And it did not come easily, but I think it's gonna be amazing. And I know that it's gonna be a really difficult transition for a lot of us, but I really wanted to just kind of share a little bit of why we decided to make this change. So when I started the artist program, one of the biggest things that I started it for, I say this, and I know it sounds maybe kind of silly as like a business owner, but I've always felt this way, and I have always felt like because I am always just motivated with doing the right thing and the thing that I believe in, and I'm never really motivated about the bottom line or like the financial element, and I've always just felt that when you do the right thing, you'll either have that financial success anyway, or at least you'll know you did the right thing, and you can't make a difference in the world that you want to make if you're not doing that, which has always been the most important thing to me. So I guess number one, I didn't come by this decision purely financially, or even that really wasn't even a big part of the reason. Although of course we have to have a successful company, and of course I want to make sure that that we go on and that we continue to grow. But if number one, I have to feel like what we're doing is right and good, and going in the right direction. And otherwise I couldn't do it. I wouldn't want to do it, because that's the real bottom line of what motivates me. And I think that's how everyone that is involved with this company and everyone that really is like aligned with Seint feels. And I think that you attract that by feeling that. So I just want to say that really wasn't a motivator, although I do think that this pathway could be more successful and will be. I only think that because I think that ultimately we'll be more aligned with what we believe in and making people happy. So the first time that this really became, I'll just tell you the story of kind of how we came about this. I'm sorry too, I'm nervous. I think because it's been, it's just a really hard thing to do, to disappoint anyone, especially people that love you and people that you love and people that have supported you. Even if you know it's the right thing to do, it's really, sorry, I don't mean to get emotional because I know this is harder for a lot of people, but it really is so hard. But if you feel like it's the right thing to do, you have to do it. And so I don't do it not understanding or not feeling the weight of how difficult it could be, and how I have disappointed people and had some people won't probably ever see me the same. And I'm okay with that because I would rather be loved, being honest and being myself and doing the right thing and doing the thing that I believe is right for everyone involved in the company than I would for something that isn't. So sorry if I am a little nervous, because I am. But I just, about 2 years ago, we did an event and there was a lot of top leaders there. And we had a meeting, and in the meeting, so many of them, like a vast majority of them, were expressing how unhappy they were. And for kind of a few different reasons, but there seemed to be kind of common threads that really pointed back to the way that the comp plan was set up. And some of the things that we have now changed, but in that meeting was the first time. I think before then I heard a lot of these things, and a lot of this unhappiness. And I'll be honest and say that I wasn't able to take my own responsibility for, oh, okay, the way that this company is set up might be causing some of this, and the way that the comp plan is written might be promoting some of this unhappiness. And in that moment, in that meeting, I was really, I think, just ready to take my own responsibility in it and not see it solely with rose-colored glasses, and see that maybe a change needed to be made. I got hives in the meeting. I've never gotten hives before or after, because I think it just hit me so hard how this thing that I really, really, really wanted to just be a blessing to people maybe needed a change in order to really fulfill that and to continue. In the beginning, I think I did choose the best comp plan for the situation and for my understanding, and as it grew, I just could see that there needed to be a change. So that was 2 years ago. So this has been a long, arduous process of just making sure every single thing was thought of, making sure, you know, we thought of every single option, every single way to change it. Ultimately, I just found that the people in the company that were the happiest were the ones that were the most focused on the product, and the least focused on teams and team growth, not the sisterhood, not the relationships, because the relationships are so incredible and amazing. But when money kind of got in the way of those relationships, this is one of the things that I heard all the time, and it made me really concerned when it felt like people didn't feel valued for themselves, or they felt, you know, it is just kind of a tricky balance when that gets in the way of relationships. And when I saw that happening, that really made me feel more and more like we needed to make a change. So the more we looked at it, the more we felt like we needed it to be more sales-focused, but we wanted it to be also still have that camaraderie and that sisterhood and that support system, because that's always been one of the things that I've loved to see the most. And I wanted a plan and I wanted a comp plan that supported that and promoted that in a natural, organic way, rather than a way that left people kind of feeling like they didn't know where the relationship ended and where, you know, the comp plan began. So that's been something that we've really taken into consideration, and just kind of waiting for this change and kind of working towards it has been really heavy, just so heavy on everyone here, just because we know it was going to be hard, but also really, really exciting, because when you're doing the right thing and we're doing something that you really feel is going to make the most people happy and get the most growth and be the most fair and the most genuine, that's really exciting. And I think it kind of gave a burst of excitement here, just because that felt like aligned with a lot of what we want for the company and what we want for the artists and what we want for the customer. It just has felt really aligned and felt really right, which is so exciting and freeing to just feel like you're going in the right direction. And I hope a lot of you feel that, and a lot of you are really excited about that, even though I know a lot of you, change is hard, and a big change is really hard, and I have so much compassion for that, and I hope that is coming through, because it's no small deal to me, and it's nothing that I take lightly. But we have just like really aligned ourselves here, and like I said, I think it will be good to just align ourselves in the artist group, to have people that are here all kind of for the same reason, and people that have this sisterhood because they want it and because they love it and because they love each other. And it's just going to, the way I feel about it and the way I see the future is it's just going to thrive and be amazing. And I'm just so grateful for anyone of you that that has been here and is no longer feeling aligned. I am so grateful for our journey together, but I'm also so grateful for everyone who feels more aligned by this, or anyone who's wondering. I hope that this is just the best, most amazing path, and that it goes amazingly. And I know that there's so many of you that just are so supportive and loving, and I've always felt that, and that I hope can grow within this and just grow our passion and ignite our future. I think the future is bright. I love you guys all so much, and thank you so much for listening to me kind of share a little bit about where my head's at, and just thank you all so much. And also just make sure you know you're heard, and I feel the sadness and the change, and I have an incredible amount of support and love and empathy, and and I care deeply, and that's why I'm doing it, because of how much I care. Anyway, I love you guys. I hope you're having a good summer, and I'll talk to you soon.